Today I would like to invite you to listen to the Dhammapada of the Buddha Shakyamuni. 178th verses from the Buddhist scriptures on the YouTube channel Thien Thai in the USA. Better than absolute sovereignty over the earth, better than going to heaven, better than even lordship over all the worlds, is the fruit of a stream winner. This sacred verse teaches us a truth that is simple, profound, and liberating. Human beings often spend their entire lives seeking gain, status, power, praise, comfort, and pleasure. Some dream of possessing vast lands. Some dream of becoming leaders over many people. Some seek heavenly blessings and wish for rebirth among celestial beings. Others desire recognition, influence, and authority. Yet the Blessed One teaches that all worldly achievements, no matter how magnificent they may appear, remain impermanent. Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall. Wealth gathers and wealth disperses. Fame shines brightly and then fades. Even heavenly existence eventually comes to an end when the causes that sustain it are exhausted. Therefore, the Buddha directs our attention away from temporary attainments and toward the noble path that leads beyond suffering. The fruit of a stream winner is precious because it marks the irreversible entrance into the current of liberation. A person who has entered this stream has seen the truth of the Dharma with clarity. Faith is no longer based merely upon belief. Wisdom begins to arise from direct understanding. Doubt concerning the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha is overcome. The heart no longer clings to mistaken views of a permanent self. The practitioner may still have work to do, yet the direction of life has changed forever. Just as a river flows steadily toward the ocean, the stream winner moves steadily toward awakening. When we reflect upon this verse, we learn that true wealth is not measured by possessions. True wealth is measured by freedom from greed. A person may own many treasures and still experience fear, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Another person may possess very little and yet dwell in peace because the heart is content. The Buddha encourages us to cultivate the wealth that cannot be stolen, destroyed, or diminished. This wealth is generosity, morality, patience, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. The verse also teaches us that true power is not power over others. The greatest victory is victory over oneself. To conquer anger with kindness, to conquer hatred with compassion, to conquer selfishness with generosity, and to conquer delusion with wisdom is a noble achievement beyond any worldly conquest. A ruler may govern a nation, yet still be unable to govern the restless movements of the mind. A practitioner who develops mindfulness and understanding gains mastery over the causes of suffering and walks the path of genuine freedom. The Buddha further reminds us that heavenly pleasures, though delightful, remain conditioned and impermanent. Pleasant experiences arise and pass away. Joy based upon external conditions changes when those conditions change. Therefore, wise practitioners do not cling even to refined states of happiness. Instead, they cultivate insight into the nature of all phenomena. They observe arising and passing away. They see impermanence. They see unsatisfactoriness. They see non-attachment. Through such understanding, wisdom gradually matures. The fruit of a stream winner is praised because it signifies a transformation deep within the heart. The practitioner begins to live with greater confidence in wholesome actions. Kindness becomes natural. Compassion becomes sincere. Ethical conduct becomes a source of joy rather than obligation. The teachings are no longer distant words. They become living guidance for everyday life. Walking, standing, sitting, and lying down, one remembers the Dharma and strives to act with awareness. This verse encourages us not to underestimate small steps on the path. Every act of generosity plants a wholesome seed. Every moment of mindfulness strengthens wisdom. Every effort to refrain from harmful speech purifies the heart. Every act of forgiveness lightens the burden of resentment. The path to awakening is built upon countless wholesome moments cultivated with sincerity and perseverance. When difficulties arise, this teaching offers encouragement. Challenges, disappointments, losses, and uncertainties are part of human life. Yet those who understand the Dharma learn to meet such experiences with patience and wisdom. They recognize that all conditions change. They understand that suffering can become a teacher. They discover that the heart grows stronger when it remains rooted in mindfulness and compassion. The verse invites us to examine our priorities. What are we truly seeking in this life? Are we pursuing only temporary satisfaction, or are we cultivating the causes of lasting peace? The Buddha does not condemn worldly responsibilities. Rather, he teaches us to perform them wisely without attachment. We care for our families. We fulfill our duties. We contribute to society. Yet we remember that inner development is of greater value than external success alone. A stream winner is one who has begun to see reality clearly. Because of this vision, faith becomes stable, wisdom becomes trustworthy, compassion deepens. Such a person understands that every being seeks happiness and wishes to avoid suffering. Therefore, the heart naturally inclines toward kindness and non-harm. This transformation benefits not only the practitioner, but also everyone who comes into contact with that practitioner. As we contemplate this verse, let us remember that the Dharma is a path of practice. Understanding grows through application. We listen to the teachings. We reflect upon them carefully. We put them into action. Gradually, the heart becomes more peaceful. Gradually, attachment weakens. Gradually, wisdom shines more brightly. This is the noble journey praised by the Buddha. May we value wisdom more than wealth. May we value compassion more than power. May we value awakening more than temporary pleasures. May we cultivate generosity, morality, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. May we walk steadily upon the noble path. May the light of the Dharma guide our thoughts, words, and actions. May we enter the stream of truth and progress toward complete liberation for the benefit of all beings. Beloved friends on the path, when we contemplate the teaching that the fruit of a stream winner surpasses earthly sovereignty, heavenly rebirth, and lordship over all worlds, we are invited to look deeply into the direction of our lives. Day after day, the world encourages us to seek what is outside ourselves. We are taught to pursue possessions, recognition, influence, and pleasure. Yet even when these things are obtained, the heart often continues to search. One desire is fulfilled, and another arises. One goal is reached, and a new goal appears. The cycle continues without end. The Buddha, out of great compassion, points us toward a treasure that does not diminish with time. He points us toward the awakening of wisdom. The stream of the Dharma is unlike any river in the world. Ordinary rivers flow through mountains, valleys, forests, and plains before reaching the sea. The stream of the Dharma flows through the heart. It carries the practitioner away from ignorance and toward understanding. It carries the practitioner away from attachment and toward freedom. It carries the practitioner away from confusion and toward clarity. When a person enters this stream, a profound transformation begins. The path may still require effort, patience, and perseverance, but the direction is secure. The current of wisdom supports every step forward. Many people believe happiness depends entirely upon favorable conditions. They think happiness will come when they acquire more wealth, more comfort, more success, or more praise. Yet the Buddha teaches that true happiness arises from the purification of the mind. If the mind is disturbed by greed, anger, jealousy, and delusion, even great fortune cannot bring lasting peace. If the mind is calm, compassionate, and wise, even simple circumstances can become a source of contentment. Therefore, the practitioner learns to care for the mind as a gardener cares for a precious garden. In a garden, flowers do not bloom immediately after seeds are planted. They require water, sunlight, fertile soil, and time. In the same way, the qualities of awakening develop gradually. Generosity grows through repeated acts of giving. Patience grows through repeated acts of understanding. Compassion grows through repeated acts of kindness. Wisdom grows through repeated moments of mindfulness and reflection. Every wholesome action contributes to the blossoming of the heart. The Buddha often encouraged his disciples to observe the nature of impermanence. Everything that arises eventually passes away. Morning becomes afternoon. Afternoon becomes evening. Youth becomes maturity. Maturity becomes old age. Seasons change. Circumstances change. Thoughts change. Feelings change. When we resist this reality, suffering increases. When we understand this reality, acceptance arises. We learn to appreciate what is present without clinging to it. We learn to meet change with wisdom rather than fear. The fruit of a stream winner is deeply connected to this understanding. The practitioner begins to see that nothing in the world can provide permanent security. Because of this insight, attachment gradually loosens. The heart becomes lighter. Anxiety decreases. Fear loses much of its power. Instead of seeking certainty in changing conditions, the practitioner develops confidence in the Dharma. This confidence is not blind belief. It is confidence born from direct experience and careful practice. When difficulties arise, the teachings become especially valuable. Everyone encounters moments of sorrow, disappointment, illness, separation, and uncertainty. These experiences are part of human life. The Dharma does not promise that challenges will disappear. Rather, it teaches us how to face challenges skillfully. Through mindfulness, we learn to observe suffering without becoming overwhelmed by it. Through wisdom, we understand the causes of suffering. Through compassion, we respond with gentleness toward ourselves and others. A person walking the noble path learns the importance of right speech. Words have tremendous power. They can heal or harm. They can encourage or discourage. They can create harmony or division. Therefore, practitioners strive to speak truthfully, kindly, and thoughtfully. Before speaking, they consider whether their words are beneficial. They ask whether their speech promotes understanding and peace. In this way, daily conversation becomes part of spiritual practice. The same principle applies to action. Every action leaves an imprint upon the heart. Actions motivated by kindness strengthen wholesome qualities. Actions motivated by selfishness strengthen unwholesome tendencies. The law of cause and effect operates continually. Therefore, wise practitioners pay attention not only to major decisions, but also to small choices. A smile offered with sincerity. A helping hand extended to someone in need. A moment of patience during a difficult situation. These seemingly small actions carry great significance. As wisdom deepens, compassion naturally expands. The practitioner begins to recognize that all beings experience joy and sorrow. All beings seek happiness. All beings wish to avoid pain. This understanding softens the heart. Harsh judgment gives way to empathy. Resentment gives way to forgiveness. Indifference gives way to care. The practitioner realizes that spiritual development is not merely a personal achievement. It is a benefit to the entire world. The Buddha's teachings remind us that every moment presents an opportunity for awakening. We do not need to wait for special circumstances. While walking, we can practice mindfulness. While working, we can practice honesty. While caring for family members, we can practice compassion. While facing difficulties, we can practice patience. The path is available here and now. Every breath can become a reminder to return to awareness. The fruit of a stream winner is praised because it represents a profound shift in understanding. The practitioner begins to trust the path of wisdom more than the promises of worldly success. This does not mean rejecting the world. It means relating to the world with greater clarity. Wealth may be used for generosity. Knowledge may be used for service. Position may be used for helping others. Everything becomes an opportunity to express the Dharma. As we reflect upon this teaching, may we remember that the most valuable transformation occurs within the heart. External circumstances will continue to change. Success and failure will come and go. Praise and criticism will come and go. Gain and loss will come and go. Yet a heart established in wisdom remains steady amid changing conditions. A heart filled with compassion remains open amid difficulties. A heart guided by the Dharma discovers a peace that cannot be purchased, inherited, or conquered. May we continue to cultivate mindfulness with diligence. May we nurture kindness in every thought, word, and deed. May we develop wisdom that sees clearly into the nature of life. May we walk the noble path with humility and determination. May the light of the Buddha's teaching illuminate our journey. May our practice benefit countless beings. May peace arise within us and spread outward to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings discover the path of awakening. May all beings dwell in wisdom, compassion, and lasting peace. Thank you for watching my video. Nam Amit Ba. I wish to bring this merit towards all disciples and sentient beings, all of whom will attain Buddhahood. Please click like, share, and subscribe to help me grow my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your time.